What is up, guys? OddEYES Lumia here today, and I have a sweet little deck feature for your viewing pleasure. So, as you can see by the beautiful Amanda LaPalm mat that I got here, we are going over what's in the headline: Evil Twins. I recently got 4th place with Evil Twins, only losing 1 game against Dragon Link because they won in time because of Scarlight. And I'm going over my deck profile today, so you guys, my rogue fans out there, can give this deck a try. It's a lot of fun, and then I'm going to let you know what potential budget options you can use for this deck, because I would say this deck's not really budget anymore, sadly, but it still is rogue, and so it's fantastic. So we're going to go over the first 3. We're going to go over, so you run Twin Leela. Live Twin Leela is just, a starter in the deck, a lot like Kisa Kill. So when she's summoned, you go search for a Kisa Kill and put it into the field, and this is how you generate pretty much your starter. And you start your links, and then you link into your lovely, thieves. Got 3 Kisa Kill, same thing. They do have added bonuses. I actually did forget about that. This one, your opponent has to pay 500 life points just to attack you. And this one, you gain 500 life points every time your opponent attacks you. And we run 2 Frost. 2 Frost because, 1, it's like a pseudo-maxi in my opinion. A lot of people would say maybe not. But I do love the fact that if your opponent adds a card to their hand by any means necessary during the turn, you can banish it from your graveyard and go draw a card. It's fantastic. 2, Leela Treat. This comes up in the battle phase a lot, so a lot of people I feel like a lot of people kind of space this fact. Like, yeah, it's a name, and yeah, it's an extender, but, by the way, they're both extenders. Frost is an extender, and Leela's an extender, but, you can banish this, and, as I'll read, because it's a little weird in the wording, when either player takes damage from a battle involving an Evil Twin monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, and then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses attack equal to that battle damage, and you can only use the effect of Leela once per turn. So, I guess it can protect it. I don't use it all that often, so maybe you want to let me know in the comments below if that's how it works. If it's kind of like a preventable measure to save your dude. I haven't used the interaction yet. I usually go into Frost because I like the extra draw. I opted not to play Secretary or Parallel Exceed in this build. I was originally running them, and I thought, you know what? Like, the spell searches out any of these, but I have to run Silent Mining to search out Secretary. When you open one of these and one of your extenders, you can go full combo, and I will show you that combo later in the video. But yeah, so that's why I opted to go that way. And then 1 boss monster. It does come up a lot, actually. This card helps you OTK. It's a nice little board wipe, like pseudo board wipe, because if your opponent controls 3 or more cards, let me read this out completely. If your opponent controls 3 or more cards, they must send cards to the graveyard, so they only control 2. So if your opponent has a full board and you special summon this with the effect, they have to pretty much wipe their board until they only have 2 cards left. Doesn't come up a lot, but that 4,400 attack, while you have a Kisa Kill monster in your graveyard and you have a Leela monster in your graveyard, this gains 2,200. So you don't even need an Evil Twin, actually. You can just use it for Leela and Kisa Kill, so fantastic in my opinion. So those are the starters and the extenders. So then we'll go over the spells. We have 3 Secret Password. I run the 3 Secret Password because the card can search out any of your spells, which can lead to your extenders, which can lead to like playing around hand traps and stuff like that. As I read, add a live twin, Evil Twin spell trap from your deck to your hand. And if you control a Kisa Kill monster and you control a Leela monster, you can add 1 Evil Twin monster from your deck to your hand instead. Doesn't really come up. Ever since we got Study Trouble, you don't really need that second effect. You actually prefer to have that in your deck. So you can send it off with Sunny Trouble. So 3 Secret Password. 3 for the best card in the deck, obviously. Live Twin Sunny Snitch. Not only does your opponent get hit for 200 damage every single time they normal special, while you control an Evil Twin, but you gain 200 life, and this card lets you add a card add a live twin monster from your deck to your hand. So this is, just part of the extent, being able to start. So you have 9 starters in the deck, which is fantastic. You could technically say the extenders are starters if you opened up both extenders. It does work. Yeah. Fantastic card. Imagine if you could activate multiple. Oh my god. It'd be amazing. Life Twin Home. This is how you play around hand traps. I only opted to play 2 because you do have secret password that can search it out. So it's like having 5, but you discard a card and then special summon 1 Keys to Kill or Lilo monster from your deck. And also for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Evil Twins. So this is like, your last niche kind of thing. You're trying to play around a certain thing. You can't go into your original combo or your main combo. So you play this and then you can at least end on a trouble study so you can pop and draw on your opponent's turn. Pretty good card. So 3 tactic talents. This card is insane. I still laugh at the fact that Konami banned 3 of the cards that this pretty much is. Draw 2 cards, Pot of Greed, take control of a monster until end of the turn, Change of Heart, and then look at your opponent's hand and choose a card from among it and shuffle it into the deck. Forceful Sentry. So, yeah, you can't have those, but we're going to give you 1 card that has all 3 abilities. This card, legit, just pulls games. So absolutely incredible. Budget option. A budget option for Triple Tactics talents in this version of the deck, because you really just want to try and get monsters off your opponent's board so they can't negate, or you want to bait negates and stuff like that. That's what I use Triple Tactics for general sense. Or if they activate an effect too soon and that Triple Tactics, it's great. But Mind Control works pretty well because you're taking control. I can't really. I usually only use the take control effect. Mind Control and then Enemy Controller. But Controller has a really cool interaction in this deck because you can pop your twin to take control of their monster, then special summon your twin to pop a monster, and then link away or whatever. There's some pretty cool stuff you can do with Enemy Controller. I've seen a lot of builds opt to use that. But triple tactic talents, really fantastic card. This deck absolutely needs Nobleman of Crossout Designator. Yeah. I built this deck as a pretty much try and play through everything kind of build, and then on my main build. But this card single-handedly, your only other options I can feel is Call by the Grave, and I guess maybe Instant Fusion or Prohibition. Maybe Prohibition over Infusion. That way, they can't do certain things. This card is just too fantastic for words. I know a lot of people are saying this card is trash, and I don't agree with them. This card, not only does it, continue to let you combo, but it also can add, it can interact on your opponent's turn with certain effects, and I'll show you that, because there's a reason I wrote this. So, Crossout Designator at 3. And then here's the cross-out targets. Dark Ruler No More. Believe it or not, Dark Ruler No More says you can only be negated. It can't be negated by monster effects. It doesn't say anything about spell or traps. So, say you go full combo and your opponent's got a Dark Ruler No More in their hand, and you set a No Mana Crossout, a Crossout Designator, and they proceed to activate Dark Ruler No More. You flip Crossout Designator, declare Dark Ruler No More, banish it from your deck, and boom, you're full combo still. And it's a really cool interaction. It did come up once in my games, and it saved me, hands down. But yeah, Dark Ruler No More, because this deck has to go first. It has a really, really hard time going second, to be honest. You have so much combo going on. You can sideboard to go second, but going first is your main niche, your main cup of tea and whatnot. Dark Ruler No More just lets you help you set that up. Not to mention you can literally clear a board with it. So with the way this deck works, then yeah, cross out targets. Nibiru. I run 2. Really cool interactions with the twins. Like I said, Chainlink 1 twin, Chainlink 2 Nibiru. Nibiru tributes off, and then twin special summons, and then you special summon twin and to draw a card or something like that. Nibiru is by far the best hand trap in Evil Twin, in my opinion. Like hands down, it is. It's also a great cross-out target because you are super susceptible to negate. You don't end on any negates, believe it or not. You end on disruption. So your only negate is like cross-out detonator in that sense, which may seem kind of weak, but if you're like popping off like their potential starters, they can't even get into their negates, so it's not going to matter. One Veiler. Now you get to see why this is cross-out. One Ash. Did come up a lot. I'm pretty sure I cross-outed every Ash Blossom that I got hit. One DD Crow. This card like single-handedly like won me the game against the Phantom Knight player that I played against. Shout out to Travis and Howie Games. Go check him out. He likes to do a lot of computer gaming and live streams of those. So go check him out. And then one Imperm because you want your twins to go off. If you have a home, you don't need your twins to go off, or if you have an extender, you don't need your twins to go off. But if you do, like if you have them, there's nothing wrong with like using them. Like an Imperm does come up. The nice thing, and I love about this like interaction is like, yeah, I'm not running 3Os and I'm not seeing this and I'm not seeing that. It feels like, but this deck draws a lot. So like you will end like when you set up your combo, you actually replace the card you used originally, and then you draw an additional card, and you can draw into your hand traps pretty freaking easily, I noticed. And then the spice of the tech, which then I guess you guys can consider this very much rogue, but I just thought it was too good not to, and there's really cool interactions with it. Dogmatica engine. I run the Nadir Servant, one Ecclesia, one Fairlease, and one Schism. So you'll notice in my extra deck, I actually don't run Entes or Elder Entientis because Trouble Sunny is better. Trouble Sunny helps you facilitate your twin combo to get your evil twin in the graveyard, so you can get your combos. But it's untargetable removal. The problem with NTS is it targets, but Nadir Servant says send a monster from your extra deck. It doesn't say fusion. You can send Trouble Sunny, banish Sunny to pop something on the board, and then send your twin to the grave, so you can get into your, like a bigger body or something like that. Like, really spicy. But I will be completely honest. I don't know if she just loves me or something. But I drew this card almost every single game. I didn't draw this once. What? Like, the ratios don't make sense, right? I've noticed I always draw my one. That was a little more than I do my mains. But yeah, so I will show you with the deck, obviously, in the combo video that's coming up, why I run this and how I run it. So, all right, guys, that is the deck feature on my main profile. I'm going to go over the sideboard next, and then we're sideboard. This deck, wants to go first. But I'll tell you right now, if it does, like, your opponent is going to make you go second, because the board you end on going first is pretty nutty. So you play a lot of go second cards. You play 3 Lightning Storm, Droll and Lockbird. I don't know, it's really good in the meta too. It does come up, like you can't like replace the card with Keys to Kill, which sucks. You can't draw off of like Phoenix or draw off the Nightmares. Like Droll does hurt the deck. I guess it doesn't shut it down. Lancia, because Lancia is just fantastic. A lot of cards that vanish in this format right now. You're running Evenlies because of Lightning Storms. Well, like I said, go second cards. A lot of go second cards. And then just some more cross-out targets. We got another Imperm. We got another Nibiru. And then this is the go second package for sure. I don't have a Sky Cavalry, unfortunately, so I opted to play the Phantom Knight of Cursed Javelin. Really good replacement if you don't have Sky Cavalry or you don't want to buy it. 2 level 2 monsters. You can detach one from this card to target one face of monster your opponent controls until the end of turn. Change its attack to 0. Also negate its effects. This is a quick effect. You're going to use the effect of Phantom Knight Cursed Javelin once per turn. So you won't be using it for the quick effect, obviously, but you go into Twin, and then you can detach, make something 0, and then you end on a 3 material Zeus. I wish there was a way to end on a 4 material Zeus. Now we'll go into the extra deck. 3 Evil Twin Keys to Kill. Fantastic card. Like, she's the draw. She's what replaces your original combo piece in the deck. So fantastic. Like, absolutely busted card in my opinion. This is usually your main play going first, is getting into her to draw and then set up for your Evil Twin Lila. And then we'll go into Leela. I only run 2. I know it seems weird that I'm only running 2 Leela, but it didn't actually come up where I needed the 3rd. Once you have a Leela in the grave, Kisa Kill is the fantastic one because you could literally just keep summoning it. She's the Trident. My Drancia. Rest in peace. Come off the bad list. I want to play Zodiac again. But anyways, Evil Twin Leela. Once you special summon while you control a Kisa Kill monster, you can pop 1 card on the board. Self-explanatory. Fantastic card. Absolutely love her. Wouldn't change it. So. And then the new boss monster of the Evil Twins, Trouble Sunny. Yeah, guys, you're looking at that right. 3,300 attack. Link 4, super easy to get into an Evil Twin. Like, such a nutty card. So on, like, quick effect, you can tribute this card to special summon Leela and Kisa Kill to the field, which triggers both their effects. So on your opponent's turn, if they, like, you know, manage to get something on the board that can get over this, you can just pop it and draw a card. Fantastic. And then while it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to send an Evil Twin from the field, hand, or graveyard. Sorry, field, hand, or deck to send 1 card on the field to the graveyard. I wish that was a quick effect, but if it was, she'd be absolutely nutty. Because you get 2 disruptions with 1 combo, and beautiful. But I absolutely love it. This is the ratio I run. I like this ratio. The reason I run this ratio instead of the other ratios is because the rest of my extra deck. This is where it comes a little weird. So there was a deck like interaction that I saw with Evil Twins after I did my Evil Twin Unchained, which made me want to play pure Evil Twins because I thought it was freaking spicy as all hell. God, I wish I could remember his name, but he opened my eyes to how dumb this deck can actually be. 1 Link Devotee, 1 Link Disciple, and 1 IP Masquerena. Yeah, guys, I'm still running the old pure version, like main combo. This combo is too good. It is way too good. You end on a double disruption, draw 2, and oh my god, it's just... It's magnificent. And plus, Masquerena. Like, Masquerena. Like, I love my IP. Big fan of IP. Got my stuff coming in the mail from Amanda. I'm really excited about that. But yeah. I'll tell you what they do now. Now that I've stopped, freaking gloating about it. So, Link Disciple. You contribute 1 monster this card points to draw a card. So... This is what you'll link into with your Kisa Kill, and this is what you link into with your Leela, or vice versa. So they end up like this. And then this card. If this card is special summoned for the rest of the turn, you cannot link summon level Link 3 or higher Link monsters. That's why you can't go into Trouble Sunning turn 1 if you use this combo, which is fine. If this card is co-linked, if this co-link card is tributed, you can special summon 2 Link tokens, Cyberse 1 and Cyberse level 1 0/0 attack. You can only activate it once per turn. It is the Mecha Phantom Beast of the deck. Once I get to the combo video, I will show you more about it. So, yes, and then IP Masquerena, kind of self-explanatory. She lets you link on your opponent's turn to do stupid stuff, and then she makes the card that you linked with can't be destroyed by card effects. Which, you know, you can go into a lot of cool stuff with that. You can go into Sunny, but Sunny's kind of a waste. The Nightmare package, I opted to play Unicorn, and I opted to play Nightmare Phoenix. This is a pop in the back row. This is also your Mystic Mine out. Mystic Mine is a cancer card, but, you know, as a Sky Striker player as well, freaking... I have no room to talk. But anyways, Nightmare Unicorn is a spin any card on the field into the deck, and it's absolutely fantastic. The only thing that sucks is it does target, but like the really cool thing about the Nightmares with the twins is they can like easily link up and co-link, so you replace the card that you discarded to use their effects. You don't neg at all, which is absolutely fantastic. So, you know, the generic links in that sense. And then the big generic link, Axis Code Talker. You don't need this card in the deck, but it is, if you have it, you might as well be playing it because the card is dumb. There's a reason it's as expensive as it is. Even with the reprint, this card's still sitting around like $80, $90. So, yeah. And mine's Euro printed. It's so pretty. But, yes. Axis Code Talker, you know. I don't know any other budget options. I guess you could run Abramax, I guess. Borosword. You could run Borosword. Borosword is actually pretty fantastic. It's one App Clone and one Linda. This is the bread and butter combo with the Nadir Servant. You pretty much just end on a board that your opponent can't really get over. So you don't, like I said, there's no negates, but what's the point of negating if they can't play the game? So yeah, that is the extra deck. Now we'll go into the combos. All right, guys. So this is just, you know, bread and butter, one card combo with the deck that nets you a replace, not a +1 technically, and a Trident. So you summon Leela, and granted, if she doesn't get negated, which majority of the time they will get negated, you go search your deck and you special summon a Kill. Then you go into the combo. So you link these two off, and you go into. You want to go into Leela. I'm sorry, Kill first, because you want to be able to get the draw. So when she's link summoned, she special summons a Leela from your graveyard. She doesn't get negated, obviously. Then you link those two off for Leela. Then Leela will link off into, I will special summon Kill, which will draw you a card. So that is like the main bread and butter. Then you link these two off, and you'll end on Trouble Sunny. So you get a pop and a draw on your opponent's turn. That's the bread and butter, one card combo, and you don't lose any cards. Really cool, right? All right, now we'll go into the next one. All right, guys. So this is a 2-card combo, and this is your main bread and butter. This is like literally the combo you will try to get every single time. By the way, with the other combo as well, you can do it with this card, you can do it with this card, you can do it with this card, because this card searches out any of these 2 cards, and this like locks you into Evil Twins. So if you don't have an Evil Twin, a freaking Life Twin in hand, this is, you know, you do lose a card, unfortunately, but you still get your combo, which is what matters. Another cool thing with using her, because I opt to use Leela the majority of the time, because of the fact that she summons Kill Frost. And Kill Frost is a draw on your opponent's turn if they add a card to your hand. Add a card to their hand. So I prefer to use that one. But now we'll go into the 2-card combo. This is the niche. This is my favorite combo in the deck. And it is a little more, you know, adept, in my opinion. But the end board is incredible, in my opinion. All right, so you're going to summon Leela. And this is very, very important because, like, you know, with the Frost, you only want to do that if you only have no other way. Because this is why I opted to take Secretary out of the deck. You want to special summon Kill, the regular one. The reason why is Cyburst is an incredible special summon this version. And then you'll special summon Frost because you control is it Leela? I believe control a Leela monster, you can special summon her. Yeah, so you know, they're best friends, they're lesbians, like, you know, that's kind of crazy, right? Do you know they're lesbians? All right, so you link off Leela to go into Link Disciple. Link Disciple, then you'll link off Kill to go into Link Devotee. You'll link Disciple's effect to pop Devotee to draw a card, and then put any card on the bottom of the deck. In this case, we'll do this one. Okay. So, you know, you added a card off of that, which is really cool. And then Link Disciple, Link Devotee's effect activates, and you special summon 2 tokens. Sorry for my younger viewers, that is a little inappropriate, but it is what it is. Then you link these 2 off for IP Masquerena. Okay? So now you have IP Masquerena. And IP Masquerena, another reason you want to do, like, Frost is the more important one, is because then you can get the draw and then the pop as well. Link Disciple And so you take Link Disciple, and you link off Frost for Kill. Then Kill's effect will activate, which will special summon Leela. And then Leela, and you'll link these two off to summon Evil Twin Leela, which will then special summon Kill. And it's important that you do it so the arrows are pointing this way or like away from the board. You don't want to put it over here and then lock yourself out, because the main reason why is on your opponent's turn, this is where you get 2 pops. So on your opponent's turn, it goes in your opponent's turn, you can link off these 2 to go into Nightmare Phoenix. And see, they're co-linked. So then you discard a card. By the way, draw off of the Kill, I forgot that. So then you discard a card. And you spin something on the board. Then you can activate Kill's effect to special summon Leela and pop another card on the board. So you get a double disruption, which is absolutely fantastic. And then when it goes to your turn, you can link these 2 off. Into access code. Okay, so because that's a 2 and a 3, that equals out 1 on the Leela and 3 on the Nightmare Phoenix. And then access code, does this thing. But then you can use Leela's effect to special summon this back. And now you're locked into Fiends. Link these 2 off. Oh, by the way, don't forget to pick the Nightmare Phoenix with access code. And then special summon Trouble Sunny. Pop their board, attack for game. OTK. That is a 2-card combo that ends on 2 disruptions, technically a draw 3, and an OTK next turn. So, very cool. Alright, then we'll go to the next combo. Alright guys, this is by far the best combo in the deck. Because you end on a disruption, you end on a window, and you end on a double disruption if they get out of the window. So, you get this combo off, your opponent's probably not winning the game, and they're probably just scooping. Because you have so much interaction on your opponent that you just don't care. So you're going to start with Leela. Leela, special summon Kill. Special summon Frost. Link off Leela for Disciple. Link off Kill for Devotee. Use effect to pop Devotee. Draw a card, put a card on the bottom. Doesn't really care what it is in this sense. So it goes on the bottom of the deck. Then, pop link Devotee. Special summon token, link off. Go into the Bay herself, IP Masquerena. Then, link these 2 off. Go into a Kill. Then Kill, return Leela. Then Leela, and Kill. Link off into, and this is very important why you need Nobleman. I will cross that designator. Go into Evil Twin Leela, special summon Kill. Draw a card. Okay. And like I said, I just like having Frost in there in potential. Then you are locked into less than 3, and you're also locked into Fiends, but that doesn't matter because now you'll activate Nadir Servant. I'm just gonna put that over there. I am running out of room. Nadir Servant. You will add Ecclesia, and you will send Apicalum. Apicalum will activate to add Schism. And then you will discard a card. But by Nibiru. You will special summon Ecclesia. Once again, remember your link arrows. And you will add Release. Release is in your hand. Schism is in your hand. You will set Schism. Then, yeah, that's the combo. So then on your opponent's turn, if you see that they're going to try and like go heavy combo, you can go Schism, activate, Nadir Servant's gone by the way. Banish Apcalone and banish Leela because it is a dark to special summon Winda, and then deciding on whether you can do. So Winda is, you know, they can't special summon more than once. You have a possible negate if they out the Winda. You have 2 pops if they out the Winda. But if you get this board, your opponent's not winning. I'm telling you that right now. Like, that board is like pure insanity. So yeah, guys, this is my Evil Twin deck profile. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you guys thought about it, and if it's something you want to check out. Also, let me know what kind of rogue decks you guys are playing and doing well with. And so my matchups were as followed. Round 1, Tri-Brigade, and I 2-0'd. Round 2, Dragon Link, and I went 1-2, stealing a game and then losing to Scarlight in the final. Round 3, I was Salamangreat, 2-0, and then round 4 was Phantom Knights. So yeah, guys, I definitely recommend this deck. For all my rogue players out there, I hope you enjoyed my video, and yeah, so if you guys know anyone who likes TCGs, tell them hit them my channel, give this video a like, share the hell out of this video, and I want to hear from you. Until next time, OddEYES Lumia out.